So just about set now. Today's starting pitcher, Frankie Montas. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
And a foul ball.
First pitch, 140.
Fouled off. He was late. And now 1-2. That one missed. Ring him up, says Darryl Parker. That's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
It's Aaron Judge now. That clips the zone. It's 0-1.
Judge enjoyed success at the major league level right away. He hit 52 home runs as a rookie, breaking Mark McGwire's record, and became the first Yankee to win Rookie of the Year since some guy named Derek Jeter.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Safe at second.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Bellinger up to hit. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
0-1.
Judge leads off second with one gone in the inning. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Off the mark there. Now 1-2. Stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And now the count is even.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Right-hander kick steals. And a swing and a miss. Now 2 away.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs. And a swing and a miss there.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
That just misses. Going to count 1-2.
That's a good pitch there.
2 strikes.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Runner at second, 2 down. That misses the zone, and the count is 2-2.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Caught him looking for the K.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here at Citi Field. On the hill here today, Carlos Rodon. What's the word on him?
Well, he's allowing just over 1 base runner per inning, which is really good, especially for a starter, because these hitters get to see you 2, 3, maybe even 4 times in a start. So just shows you how deceptive and how effective his stuff is. We'll see if it's that way in this one.
We go to the bottom of the first. And now here's the veteran DH, Starling Marte. And takes low for ball 1. Marte goes 6'1", 195 pounds. He's usually in right field, but today he's getting the DH treatment. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 1.
Well, a nice day off for him, not having to jog out to the outfield. Gets to be in the DH spot. Be curious to see how he keeps himself in a rhythm, not playing defense.
On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Batting second. Shortstop.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate.
Lindor.
The shortstop takes the ball. That's in there, and the count 1-1. One out, base is empty. That's down and in. A slider missed.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Juan Soto in the box now. No balls and a strike. Two outs, base is empty. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Two outs. Pitch misses. 1-2 to count. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Top of the second, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Chisholm Jr.
Montas back to work. Just missed.
Counts 1-0.
Out towards right center field. Soto going after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Jason Dominguez digs in now, singing he's never finished the season with more stolen bases in his entire career. And a strike.
0-1's the count.
One down, base is empty. And that one
ball,
upstairs,
2
ball
strikes.
1. Popped up, middle of the diamond. McNeil nabs it, and a couple of quick outs.
Batting 7th, shortstop Anthony Volpe.
Anthony Volpe now at the plate. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list.
Get out of here, Yankees!
Swung on, belted, ranging back, and brings it in at the wall. Offense held in check there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied 0-0. Back here in Queens,
Leading off
and now it's the
for the
polar
Mets,
bear, Pete Alonso.
First baseman Pete
Yeah, we go
Alonso.
beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Ripped to short. On to first.
He's out.
That's one out, the bottom of the 2nd.
Fastball groove right down the middle.
Batting
Usually a
fifth,
lot of
left
damage done with that
fielder,
pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that
Nimmo.
ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Here's Brandon Nimmo.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
And foul ball. 0-0 here in the bottom of the 2nd. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
And downstairs. Strike 3. Frozen with the front door slider.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump.
That
I mean,
is
there's just
six,
no messing
third
around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a
Vientos.
pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Fastball for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Pitch
One ball,
misses.
2
Ball
strikes.
1.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Boog, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but He did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Man at first, and next for the Mets, Luis Torrens. Up and in, 1-0. And that drops in for a strike. And that misses. And a count 2-1.
2-1.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Mets strand 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. And we're back. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd, scoreless game. Here's the power hitting catcher, Austin Wells. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a foul straight back. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. Gets a piece and stays alive. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Well, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That misses. 2-2.
2-2 the count.
And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Batting 9th, second baseman
Oswald Peraza stepping in now for the Yankees. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. That one misses, and it's 2-1. Fouled off down the right side. Top of the 3rd, no score. In the air, right field. Soto gets under it. He makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder Trent Grisham.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Way
Ball 1.
inside, gets out of the way.
Ball 1, no strikes.
He's gotten into a
1-1.
really good rhythm, sat down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That's
2
down and
balls,
in.
2 strikes.
On the ground to first, Alonso. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So the Yanks go in order. Still no score. And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
off
Jeff
for the
McNeil
Mets,
stands in.
second baseman Jeff McNeil.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Lifted in the air, right field. Judge is there. Hauls it in for the out.
Batting ninth, center fielder
Tyrone Taylor getting ready to
Taylor.
hit. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. First pitch,
Ball 1.
just misses.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break.
Oh, that's
It's guys
good.
like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
And that's
Ball
off the
matchup
outside
fly.
edge, and that's ball 3. There's the strike. Three-one, and he couldn't come up with it.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his
Now
spot.
batting,
Hitter didn't offer at it.
designated
Now he has somebody to worry about over at
Starling
first.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Here's Starling Marte. Caught looking his first time up. That's
Ball.
inside.
That's inside.
And that is ball 1. That's inside.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
2 balls,
I mean, that's
1 strike.
perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that
Next
curveball
for
at
the
all.
Mets,
How tough is it to
shortstop,
adjust to something like that with a bunch
Francisco
of break when you haven't
Lindor.
had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Here's Francisco Lindor. Misses
Inside,
off the
ball
plate,
1.
and that's ball 1. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the last half of the third. Next offering is in for a strike. The shortstop
that's out.
takes the ball. Snap throw to first.
He's in
And
there.
he's back in safely. That one finds the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Taylor, the runner at first with 2 gone. See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. 3 innings complete, no score. Back now with the
Leading
Subway
off for the
Series.
Yankees,
Start of the
right
4th,
fielder,
and now big number
Judge.
99, Aaron Judge.
Well, in terms of hitting rocket home runs, Judge is near the top of that list. Only Giancarlo Stanton has hit more with greater exit velocity than Judge. Look out, though. Shohei is quickly climbing those charts.
Makes the catch up against the wall in foul territory.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Cody Bellinger.
1 down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. His first at bat was a strikeout. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Bellinger in his 8th season, 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Just off the inside edge. 4th inning underway, no score. Check swing, and he went. Now 2 balls and a strike.
1 strike.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. He's got it. 2 up, 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure.
Now
If the
batting,
pitcher's his
first
friend,
baseman,
he'll give him a
Ben
second
Rice.
to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Soto on his way over. Hauls it in to end the inning. On to the bottom of the 4th now. Still with no score. Back here at Citi Field. And now the right fielder, Juan Soto.
Right fielder, Juan
Love it here at
Soto.
Citi Field. You know, it replaced Old Shea Stadium back in 2009, and Chipper Jones was really sad to see it go. It's actually the 3rd home of the Mets since they started out at the Polo Grounds for 2 seasons before Shea was finished. Well, these Mets, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
That one outside. 2-1.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. And that's outside. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, brings it in, and there's one down.
Well, that's a
Now
frustrating into the
first
at-bat for the
baseman,
hitter right
Pete
there. I mean, that pitch was
Alonso.
right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Alonso batting with one down, takes a strike. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Next
Ball
offering
back
upstairs.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They've got him working hard out there.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Pretty nasty cutter right there, and you're seeing that pitch,
Now
that
batting
location
left
a lot
fielder,
more these days, and you can see why. Very difficult for hitters. I think the great Mariano Rivera can at least partially be credited for that, thanks to the career he had with the cutter. It was just dominant. I tell you what, I felt like it was a moral victory whenever I could put that pitch in play. So I can feel for the guy right there walking back to the dugout.
Yeah, the batter now, Brandon Nimmo. And that's in for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Next pitch is outside. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That one gets down for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Mets,
Dominant
third
performance
baseman,
for him today, Boone.
Mark
Just 2
Vientos.
hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
So a man aboard, Mark Vientos. Up now for the Mets. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Safe in second, and that was not close.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if he can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Ripped, but it curls foul. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Gets under it and pops it up. Peraza. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We're headed to the 5th. We're tied 0-0. Back here in Queens,
Leading off
top
for the
5, John
Yankees,
Sciambi
third
with Chris
baseman,
Singleton.
Jazz
And leading it
Chisholm
off, Jazz
Jr.
Chisholm Jr. Montas back to work. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. In plenty of time to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Up next for the Yankees, left fielder Jason
Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. He's 0 for 1.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And there's a ball. And it stays fair.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Go ahead run on base. And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Pitches in for a strike. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Man at first, 1 away. Matassa moved to first.
No, he's safe.
Dominguez dives back in safely. That one fouled off. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, catcher Austin Wells.
Here's the catcher to hit, Austin Wells. Went down on strikes his first time through. Two outs.
That's a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's to third, and he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw. High throw to first, and he can't reach it. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman Oswald Peraza.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Oswald Peraza will hit next. He's 0 for 1. Right through there for a strike.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Two on, 2 outs. That's outside. And the count is 1-2. Corners are occupied with 2 down. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
A lot of adrenaline. We can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back now with the Subway Series.
For the Mets,
here's the catcher, Luis Torrens. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
Rodon ready. Here comes. Hit hard on the ground is short. Volpe throws it to first in time. One up, one down.
Now batting, second baseman Jeff McNeil.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. Flied to right his first time.
And I think they're in a good spot thanks to their pitching, but no one would be shocked if this offense strings something together to take the lead.
Bases empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Hard hit left side. Volpe throws it to first in time. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along, 2 quick outs.
Now batting, center fielder
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate.
Ball.
Swings through that one.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Next pitch is downstairs. That one ripped but foul. Line drive and foul ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Mets go down quickly, and we're still knotted at 0. Back now with the Subway Series. Top 6. Now here's Trent Grisham. Grisham, first-round pick of the Brewers in 2015.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
There's a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Aaron Judge at the plate. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind him. This is where they need to get going.
With the go-ahead run at first, and we're the top half of the 6th. That one inside. Now 1-2.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Strike 3, got him swinging. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Montas is done in this one, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for the
On the
Mets.
mound now, Clay Holmes.
Number 35.
He's been so good against
Clay
lefties.
Holmes.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. Struggling on the road this season. Better results at home. Inside. Ball one. Check swing, called strike. That's off the mark, and it's 2-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. And that's a double.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. It's something to improve.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Ben Rice. And that one fouled off. Second and third here. 1 away. Missed with a changeup. 1-1. Out to short. Toss to Alonso. And they get the out.
Now batting third baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. 0 for 2 in this one. That one catches the corner for a strike. Bellinger stands at second with 2 gone. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Man on second, 2 down. And a good eye there. And that one got a piece of him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez. 1 for 2. And fouled off. That one to first, and a foul ball. 2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second.
One ball.
In the dirt, blocked. Well done behind the dish.
Yep, that ball went out.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. 2 on, 2 outs. Off the mark there, and it's a full count.
That's a really good take.
Back to work, 3-2 now. And that'll load the bases.
Oh, that sets up a really big at bat in this game.
Now
These are the moments when everyone in the stadium
Anthony
gets
Volpe.
really locked in.
Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
Can't glove it cleanly. Still able to fire over. They limit the damage here. So they get one, but end up leaving the bases loaded. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. Yankees 1 and the Mets nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning. Starling Marte up to hit.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. That clips a corner.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And a count 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 1-2. Got him looking. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And now it's Frankie Lindor, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First
Ball
offering
1, no
misses
strike.
badly for ball 1. Strike 1.
1-1.
Home team down a run here in the bottom of the 6th. And he grounds one to the right
Foul ball.
side. And that's just foul. That one is absolutely belted. And that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Really nice job, the 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
1 out, runner at second. Now here is Juan Soto. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Lindor zipping around third. He'll score, and the Mets even it up. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Aaron Boone makes his way out of the dugout, and he will make a move to the bullpen. Carlos Rodon is done in this one, and that was a start he can feel pretty good about. Tie ball game, and new pitcher when we get back. Mark Leiter Jr. on the pitch out of the pen here, and he has some nasty breaking stuff. Pete Alonso now, always a power threat. The polar bear hit his 200th career home run last season.
Yeah, and that home run came right here at Citi Field. He's the 4th fastest player in baseball history to reach 200 homers.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And it's caught for the out.
Up next for the Mets, left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo digs in now. And that's in there at the knees. Soto leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Fought off foul. Two outs. Ball one there.
Ball.
That one missed. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's the 3rd out, inning over. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We're through 6 full, all tied 1-1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Stanek.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
At the plate, Austin Wells.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
Line drive to short and caught.
Well, baseball can be cool, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Oswald Peraza, the next to hit. Stanek measures 6 feet 4 inches, 225 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2013.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Next offering is in for a strike. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. Oh, he doesn't get the call. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Very close pitch there, and that was a big one. Clearly, he thought he got the inside corner on the mound, and he's showing his frustration a little bit.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the at-bat alive.
That one is upstairs.
2 strikes.
To third, Vientos. Slings it across, and 2 away to start the 7th.
Now batting, the center fielder, Trent Grisham.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Two down, nobody on. In there at the knees for a strike. Just off the inside corner, and it's 1-2.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And he dodges that fastball. That missed by a lot. 3-2 now.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Cut on and miss, struck him out at 98. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Down in order go the Yankees. Still tied 1-1.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back in a new
Yankees.
pitcher here to start the bottom of the
38.
7th. Devin Williams.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against
Leading
right-handed
off
bats so
for the
far this
Mets,
season.
third
They've had a lot of
baseman,
trouble squaring him up.
Vientos.
Vientos leading things off and takes a strike. Pitch misses there, and the count even 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
You can do it, man.
And there's a
That's
ball.
2. You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And in foul ground, he pulls it down. 1 out.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right
Now
there.
batting,
They look really good
catcher,
coming in,
Luis
but so hard to get on top
Torrens.
of as a hitter.
Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. First
Ball
pitch
1.
doesn't find the zone. Movement in the Yankees pen. Jonathan Loaisiga, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Number 70, the lefty, warming up as well. There's the strike.
1-1.
Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Here's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil, and that's in for a strike. one out. The go-ahead run is at second. This to third. Sends it across to first. And there's two away.
Up next for the Mets, center fielder Tyrone Taylor.
Getting ready to hit. He is struck out and he is walked. Headed towards the corner. Automatic double now as it hops the wall and foul ground. As a run scores on the play.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Marte in the box with two gone and takes a look at a called strike. Next pitch is outside. Runner at second, two down. Here at the bottom of the seventh. That's a strike. 1-2. That one missing inside. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Francisco Lindor up next for the Mets. And here's a 3-2. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
First and second, 2 outs. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Dominguez. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across one. 8th inning coming up. It's the Mets 2 and the Yankees 1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Chris Davinsky.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Here is Aaron Judge.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
Right through there for a strike. Action in the Mets bullpen. Edwin Diaz, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. Garrett getting cranked up as well. Looking to get the tying run on base.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's
2 balls,
downstairs.
1 strike.
Ball 2. If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Next offering is down low.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Judge waits. And the tying run is on base.
His ability to draw walks has been something
Now batting,
that's
the
been part of his
designated hitter,
career
Cody
since day one.
Bellinger.
No outs. Runner at first. And here comes Bellinger. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
With the tying run on at first, and we're in the top of the 8th. Way inside, and that hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Ben Rice.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far. And things could change quickly here with one swing.
And that drops in for a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue to finish off this hitter.
The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Outside low. Going to count 1 and 2.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Judge, the lead runner at second. Bellinger at first with no outs. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Well, he didn't want to go after him with the fastball at all in that at bat. Nothing but off-speed stuff. Even with all the changeups coming, somehow he was still early on the swing. So I think he had to be thinking it was only a matter of time until he saw some heat.
Now Jazz Chisholm Jr. steps up for a big at bat. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. One out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Outside with a breaking ball. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the air of the infield, and the infield fly is called.
Now batting, left fielder Jason Dominguez.
Next to hit, Jason Dominguez.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. Fly ball down the line. Nimmo has this one sized up, squeezes it, and that's the 3rd out. Yanks strand a pair, and they trail it here 2-1.
Now pitching for the Yankees.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the
70.
bottom of the 8th. Number 70.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. And now it's Juan Soto.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Pulls that one foul. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Here's Pete Alonso. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Just off the outside edge. Now 1-2.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Man at second. Swings and misses. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
And that's outside, and it's 1-0. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Next pitch misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Check swing, called strike. That's a little bit low.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And they take a 2-run lead.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful...
Oh, that drilled him. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Now batting.
And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
2 on, 1 out. Torrens will hit next. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Two on, 1 out. Just missed.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. There's 1.
He's out.
Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it.
Now pitching for the Mets, number 39, Edwin Diaz.
And welcome back to the ballpark. All set to start the 9th in this one. And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Swing and a ground ball. Makes a sliding stop. The throw, and very nicely done for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. 0 for 3 in this one. Just missed. The Yankees looking to rally. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top of the 9th. Next offering is in for a strike.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Peraza stands in now and watches strike 1.
Now, this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
The 0-1. On the ground to third. On to first. Ball game. And the Mets claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching. The team is making the plays defensively. This is the kind of feeling, it's not going to last all season long, but you want to ride it as long as you possibly can, perhaps push it up to double digits.
And your final 3-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show.